side to side, and mostly what we're doing is we're either going to, you know, it's like the law of opposites. If I actually want him to come to me, I want to push into him so I can feel that weight coming to me. You know, if I want the opposite, if I want him to pull away, then I'll pull out. That's how we can get these, because he's pulling out. That's why, you know, that's why we get that. He's, you know, his weight is going backward. So when we're in and we're thinking about these things, we're going to actually transition to strikes instead of an actual takedown. So if I'm pushing on him, then his deal is going to be to push back. That's not really what I want to do. So what I want is to get him to, I want him to break away. I mean, you always hear the corner guy go, break off and throw strikes, break off and throw strikes. But if I'm pulling back in this guy, you know what I mean? A lot of times it's hard for me to let go to throw these punches. So what I want to do is I just want to play with what he's doing. A lot of times these guys are 50-50. They don't give anything up. I push on him, he kind of gives a little bit, but doesn't really give me that thing that I need. So I need a 1 and a 2, and then that break. So in order for him to break off, obviously I need to be pulling him, because the opposite is for him to pull back, right? But if I just pull back on him and he just gives me a little bit, it's not going to be enough for me to break free. He'll just reverse it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give a really strong forward break, look for that post. Then I'm going to give a really strong back break and look for that release. And right here, this is where I release it. And I'm going to come forward with my strikes. The thing is, I have to be the step ahead. I have to know that that's what's going to happen. What he needs to be thinking about is defending that takedown. It's not that hard of a concept, you know what I mean? All I want, though, is I have to feel it. If I don't feel it, it's not right. You know what I mean? If I give a push and he doesn't really give a good defend, then I might want to think about, you know, the takedown. Why break off? But if I feel him exploding big, off of that, and then off of that, boom, boom, that's where I'm going to let my hooks go and open up with the strikes. Now, a word about the strikes. We just saw Chuck Liddell last night coming forward, and if you over pursue, you're leaving yourself open. Every time you throw a punch, you're open for a punch. Okay, so when these punches start coming, they're coming with the expressed intent of looking for his counter. You know, this is all fight or flight. I get him basically to, once I get him to release, and he releases and I start throwing these punches, basically he's got to fight or flight. And a lot of times if I'm swarming on him, throwing all these punches at him, he's got to throw something usually big, something usually looping, and I'm looking for that. So as soon as I let go, this is what it is. Look how far ahead I'm thinking about this. All right, how far ahead I'm thinking about it is, I've already broken free, I'm throwing my punches, and I ducked his hook. Right, usually his strong side hook, you know, his dominant hand hook, which probably is right if he's right-handed, right? So this is how far ahead I am with this. I'm here, I give him the push, I throw off, he comes off, I'm hitting, looking for that big hook. As it comes, that's my duck, and these are the powerful punches. Boom, boom, boom. As soon as he misses, those are the strong ones. The ones that come off right away, those are just me watching his defense. I'm watching his defense, but I'm putting my leather in his face, but I'm looking for that punch, because that punch will stop you. I mean, that's what happened with Liddell last night. But I'm looking for that. As soon as I see that, that's when I'm going to shoot that shot. So with your partner, basically, I want you to take that forward step, feel that defensive push back, then through, try to drag him.